tonight's win, and then we will take questions.
Well, anytime you can get a win in the SEC, it's a good win. I thought we came out um, um, on fire. I thought we came out and we were guarding really well. We got stops. We got out to I think a 7-0 run, and we missed 3 layups and 2 free throws. So it should have been more than that. But I thought our kids came out ready to play. They were focused. They were ready to play. I was a little worried about that because we were playing well, and then we had 8 days off. So just didn't know what I was gonna get when I got there because we had some good practices. We had some that were not so good, but just to see them come out focused and following the game plan was really good. I thought it was an ugly ball game, but anytime you can win by 18 in the SEC, it's a good win. So I'm happy with it.
Questions, Mike?
Coach, obviously you are aware of the pitfalls of having a long layoff. What kind of things did you guys do over the last 8 days to keep the team mentally locked in for this game?
We did a lot of post guard breakdown work. We did some defensive segments. We worked on things that we weren't doing so well. But we were also the entire time preparing for Georgia, working on our zone offense, working on our press, working on their ball screen action. They run a lot of sets, so we were breaking down their actions. So so our kids will be prepared for that. So I thought we worked hard over the break. It was just it was a long break. We took a day. We took Monday off, then we practiced on Tuesday, Wednesday. We took Thursday off, and then practiced Friday, Saturday, Sunday, getting ready for today. So that was a little different. And when you have a team like this that haven't really been through it, an inexperienced team, they you throw them off their rhythm. They were in a rhythm, and you throw them off their rhythm, and so it was a little challenging getting them back on rhythm. But I thought once we got them back on rhythm, they were fine. They work hard. It just didn't. There was times when it just didn't look good.
Johnny, yeah, you said it was a rough game, but I was from a consistency standpoint. I mean, like LSU and Alabama, you had some bad quarters where you get outscored by 10, but
Yeah.
tonight didn't have that. So, do you think it's your most complete performance of SEC play, or maybe not?
It may be. It probably was. We guarded. I thought we guarded well. I just thought our offensive execution at times, was not good. We were slow getting into our sets. We wanted to flow into it a little bit better. I thought their press, even though we were prepared for the press attack, we were in the wrong spots. When we were in the right spots, we got layups. When we were in the wrong spot, we struggled with it. So, from an execution standpoint, is what I'm talking about.
For the first time this season, Honesty didn't commit a single foul. How important was it to have her, available whenever you wanted her on the court?
That's huge. She didn't commit a single foul. Wow. Uh, I didn't realize that, but yeah, that is, that's very valuable having her. I mean, because she means so much to this ball club, not only scoring, but also, on the defensive end, she made some huge defensive plays, but she also creates for herself, sometimes a little bit too much for others. She overpassed. I thought she passed up, some wide open shots that she usually take, especially when she get in the paint. I want her to jump up and shoot it. But yeah, she's very important. So the fact that she didn't foul, I'm gonna have to give her a big hug for that.
So offensively, you figure the way you guys shot against like LSU and Alabama, that's what you want and that's what you're capable of. And you can point to those games with this team and tell them that that's what you're looking for.
Absolutely, I can point to that, and I thought we got the shots we wanted. Like I said, in the first 5 minutes, I'm not sure what we missed 3 layups. And then we missed 2 free throws. So I mean, that affects your percentage. So when you can get layups, I thought we executed and got the layups early in the ball game. We got the shots that we wanted. We just didn't, we missed a couple of them. The thing that I guess it wasn't glaring because we were also guarding, so it didn't really affect us that bad.
Coach, your team continues to be one of the most prolific teams in all of women's basketball in terms of causing turnovers. How valuable has that been to this team to be able to force turnover and create second chances on offense?
That's very valuable because we score better in transition. So when we can get a stop, when we can cause turnovers, we can go down there and we score easier that way. So that's always going to be our bread and butter. That's it's what I love to do. I love to cause turnovers, create havoc. So that's what we're going to do. That's the way we play. Our kids are all bought into it. And they have fun when they're getting those stops. They have fun. So that's Auburn women's basketball.
Tayshaun Collins hit some tough layups today. They were in a zone most of the night against you. You guys fed the ball to Taylor in the middle of the court, and she would either dish it out or create. How important was her performance tonight to be able to bust up that zone?
It was very important, and we knew that was the look because the middle of that zone is wide open. So she had those looks in practice, and I was just really pleased with her being as aggressive as she was because sometimes we have to encourage her to go ahead and be aggressive and take that shot or drive it. I thought she made really good decisions from when we got the ball to her up there.
Honestly, Scott Grayson played a lot of minutes tonight in a game where you led for most of the game, and I wouldn't say the game was in danger, but did you think about sending her to the bench for some rest there, or like how did you manage her minutes tonight?
I sent her to the bench. I was when she was on the bench, I was thinking, when can I get her back in? I never felt comfortable that the game was not in danger. In the SEC, somebody hit a couple of threes, and then they're back in the ball game. So, and like I said, honesty does so much for us. Help us break the press. Create for herself, create for others. Defensively, she's really important with what we do defensively, both from guarding the ball to the help side. So it's just hard to get her off the floor. So yeah, I was able to get her a couple of minutes of break, but that's all I had for her today.
3 straight SEC home wins and 11-2 now, I think, at Neville Arena. Are you starting to feel like this place is a big advantage for your team?
I am. This place is a big advantage for our team. We feed off our crowd. I think our players feed off that energy that you get from Neville Arena, and I think the crowd feed off our players because of the way we play. So I think it goes hand in hand. So it's a really good home court advantage.
Coach, they're doing the We Back Pat movement. You guys, all the coaches wore the shirts. I know you coached in the SEC while she was coaching. What is the significance of We Back Pat to you?
Really significant. I had several opportunities to meet and even sit down and eat with her and learn from her. I think one of the biggest things I took from her was her toughness, was how she loved her players, and because you love them, you can be tough on them because you want what's best for them. And it was unapologetic. You're gonna, she wanted them to do right things, both on and off the court. And you can see that, and in talking to her, you knew that that's what she was about. And but also being that loving person. She used to talk about how much she cooked for them, and apparently she was a really good cook. And so just having that person that you can learn from. I learned a lot from her, not just watching her. Not just talking to her, but watching her as well. So she's a big part of women's basketball and always will be.
Coach, this is the lowest amount of points that you've allowed in SEC play so far. What do you have to say about the defense tonight?
I thought, we just came out and played our style. We want to be tough. We want to be in the passing lane. We want to be aggressive. I thought we did that. I thought we set the tone. My key to the game for them was to get them on their heels and not for us to get on our heels. And I thought we did that. I thought we made it difficult for them to, get the ball where they wanted to do. And that's what we do. create havoc, and it was just really good tonight. Our defensive effort was pretty good tonight.
So Auburn has struggled to win when we shoot under 40%. This is actually first game since early November that we've won when shooting under 40%. What was the biggest differences? I understand turnovers and the way, but we shot 39% tonight. Big win for us, for, as you know, heading into the next game. So what was the difference maker tonight?
It was the defense. I think it was getting to the free throw line. We were able to get to the free throw line and get some there, but for the most part, it was our defense and being able to score off our defense. We missed shots, but we got more possessions. So we always want to have more possessions than our opponents, so you have more opportunities.
Coach, you've been adamant so far this year about fan support. You got the win tonight, but Thursday, number 1 South Carolina comes in. The crowd helped you send LSU home with an L. What's your message to the fans about Thursday night?
We need the fans here. I mean, we need even more here. South Carolina is really, really good. We've been, I have a coach that's been working on them. Savannah has been working on South Carolina. So we'll go back tonight and the coaches and we'll get ready and come in tomorrow and start working on and prepare our team for it. But we, the energy that those fans brought when we played LSU and when we played Alabama is just unmatched. Like it's that energy fuels our team. So when we have those people here, it just seemed like we play extra hard. I don't know. We need them here. We need you guys here.
I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about your staff and the job they've done so far in SEC play. Coach D, Katera, Savannah, you talked about doing the scouting. How important has that been in Auburn's preparation for these big SEC games?
They're really important. And 3 of those people you just named played for me, so they know the system. They know what I want. They know what I look for. They have instant credibility with our players, so our players are going to listen to them, and they're bought into what they're saying to them. And then you add Coach Fred to that, who is, and Alex, who are just, they're really good. Coach Fred is experienced. He get them to buy in and play really, really hard for him. And then you add that with the players that, with the other coaches that play for me, that know the system, that believe in it 100%. They've all won championships. Everybody on my staff has won championships. So these players are being coached by champions, national champions, Big 12 champions, SEC champions, Pac-12 champions. So, it's really hard not to buy into that when you have everybody around you that is bought in. So I think that's really important for our players.
Coach, I think Saturday marked 2 years since your first conference win against Tennessee. We've seen a lot of improvement in the team since then. How is this team continuing to build on that and just continuing to improve?
I think just a buy-in. I think the style of play. I think getting more players that fit our system and developing, those players. And, like I said, my staff, we've been around each other for a long time. So they know. I mean, a lot of times I'm sitting in practice and I'm about to open my mouth and say something and it's already coming out of their mouth or vice versa. So that's so invaluable to have. And so to be able to develop them and to be able to, for them to be able to see a staff that models the behavior that we want them to do. Like they see them working hard. They see them doing extra. They know how important it is to them. They see how much they care. And so they just feed off of that. They have bought into it. And I think this team will continue to get better. I don't think we've reached our peak this year. We have 9 players that didn't play for us last year on this team. So we're still a work in progress, but we are getting better.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, War Eagle.